grace, which means you have a lot of sanctifying grace. Sanctifying grace is the indwelling of the Blessed Trinity in your soul, and this indwelling is by degree, the saints say. Okay, so you can have more and more and more of it, and you can never have too much of it, in fact. So that means then that it's the excellence in grace, which means you have a lot of it. So then they ask, well, how do you get this excellence in grace? It's in building virtue. So that in point and fact, our perfection comes as a result of diabolic influence in our lives. Let's face it, most of us would end up mediocre at best, if there was no diabolic activity in our lives. If there was no temptation or no nothing, most of us wouldn't develop any level of virtue whatsoever. But the second component to that aspect is this. When we have to fight against the demons, it means that the application of our wills and the struggle that we do is harder, and we have to exert more energy, and we have to do it more strongly. As a result of that, we gain a level of virtue. Our virtue is higher than it would be if we were just kind of inculcating it on our own through a normal process of just developing virtue. So excellence and grace, the adornment of the soul of all of the virtues. God chooses which virtues he wants to adorn on which souls. Now, technically, he wants all of the virtues, so we have to attain all the virtues, but he chooses in particular people's lives different degrees. There's only one individual other than Christ who has absolutely perfect virtue in every single virtue, and that's Our Lady. Everybody else in heaven, other than the angels, all have varying degrees of the virtues. Why? Because God likes variety. How do we know this? All you have to do is look at the number of bugs he's created, and you know he likes variety. Okay, so he likes variety, and so what he wants is a heaven that has a certain beauty or a perfection by a variety of different aspects to it, and that all that variety comes together in a harmony and a perfection of the heavens. That's what he's looking for. But he's also, they say, looking, before we actually get to the levels, he is also looking he chooses in a particular person's life a series of virtues or a virtue that he wants them to attain in such a manner that they will excel in it. Most people fail to realize that the very area that they habitually commit sins in, if you're falling in one particular area of your life on a habitual basis, what that actually tells you is, one, not necessarily the nature of the demon that you're dealing with. We'll talk about that in a minute. But it actually tells you that God wants you to attain a level of perfection in that virtue, because it's through the struggle that you develop the virtue and that perfection. So instead of looking at it and saying, I'm never going to get this, it should be the other way around. We should be working on it harder in the particular areas that we fall in order to attain that perfection. Okay. The entrance, then the demons enter into our lives. He allows demons to enter into our lives primarily as an instruments of our sanctification. Even in cases of possession, I will make demons admit. Exorcists do this on a regular basis. It weakens them when you force them to admit to the person they're possessing that they are actually, this person is becoming holier as a result of the demon's involvement in their lives. They have to fight against him. They have to constantly make acts of confidence in God. They have to constantly be working towards God. They have to work on their own healing. They have to work on their own perfections, their own virtues, their own vices, etc. constantly, because when they're possessed, there's no swimming freely. You either have to fight your way out or you're going to go down. There's no mean. But that's actually also true of the whole spiritual life. There's not a single aspect of the spiritual life in which we must not be working on in some degree if we're not going to attain perfection. Either you're moving upstream in the spiritual life or you're